Yo guys, what's going on? It is Slothy back today. Now in today's video, I decided to bring you guys a video kind of like a weapon review, but more of just me giving my opinion on a weapon that I think is extremely overlooked in Battlefield 4, and that is the PKP PECHENEH. Now the PKP PECHENEH has been a gun that we've seen in many other Battlefield titles, featuring in Bad Company 2 and Bad Company 1 I believe, and also Battlefield 3. This was my favorite light machine gun in BF3. I don't know why. Something about this weapon just feels so satisfying to shoot people on a video game with. Yeah, I'm such a nerd. Anyway, this gun was really good in Battlefield 3, and I really enjoyed using it. So I barely see anyone using it in Battlefield 4, so I thought I'd make a little bit of analysis on it, so hopefully you guys do enjoy it. So, the PKP PECHENEH. Now, this is a weapon that, of course, we don't see a lot of in Battlefield 4, as I just said. Now, this weapon is a very heavy hitter, which means that it can take only 4 bullets to kill an enemy at any range. So, absolutely any distance, if you shoot an enemy 4 times, they will be dropped. Now, the maximum damage on this weapon is 34, which is pretty damn high for a light machine gun. Now, it does have 100 bullets in its magazine, which is not the highest. If you want a high-firing light machine gun that has more bullets, I would go with the AWS or maybe the MG4. This weapon kind of would be more compared to the M60 or maybe the M40. Now, this weapon also has some pretty big recoil. So, it does have an upwards recoil of 0.55, but this can be easily countered with a muzzle brake. Now, I personally do like using the muzzle brake and the stubby grip on this weapon, which is it's a decent combo. I'm not really too sure about the best combination for this weapon. Angled grip also does help it out a bit because it does have a fair bit of that first shot recoil. Now this is a Russian weapon, so of course you do get the Cobra sight first, but it is actually at 80 kills. Now that's one of the reasons why I actually do like this weapon. The Cobra sight is always something nice to get first. You know, Russian and Chinese weapons are always nice because you always get those better sights first, in my opinion. Also, this weapon does fire a little bit slower, only having an RPM at 600, but this does make up for it with a little bit more damage, being all the way up at 34. Now, this weapon overall for me is a gun that I really enjoy using simply because of the satisfying sounds that it makes. Now, this weapon feels just like a fucking machine when it shoots. It's just, it makes it probably has one of the best sounds in Battlefield 4 for actual shooting. Definitely reminds me a lot of Bad Company 2 weapons. I found myself while using this weapon absolutely blazing through battle packs as well. This weapon has such a satisfying feeling overall while using it. Now this is now my go-to light machine gun on Battlefield 4. Now previous to this I did use a lot of the AWS. I'm sure most of you guys do use the AWS. Now I would definitely compare this to the M60, and you know, it's practically the same weapon as the M24. I believe it's the M240B. They're practically the same weapon. I believe the M240B has a little bit higher of a fire rate. But, you know, there's just something about this weapon that I really like. And as you can see in this gameplay, this was filmed in the first 3 games, I believed I was using it. No, it might have been 4 games. The first 4 games that I was using this gun in, like, months. Like, probably since the game came out, I haven't touched this gun. And, you know, it's just, yeah, I just found myself having so much fun with it. It's just such an enjoyable gun to use overall. Now, my loadout for this weapon is, of course, the Cobra sight. I do have the Coyote, but the Cobra does look a little bit better, and it does feel a little bit better for this weapon. Now, the muzzle brake is a must for this weapon because it does have a lot of upwards recoil. It only has the recoil to the left and to the right is 0.4, which isn't really that much, so you want to control that upwards recoil. Now, I would kind of recommend a stubby grip, but an angle grip does work well as well. I wouldn't say a vertical or anything like that. It does really do well at close range as well. You know, it definitely does hold its own. Also, putting a suppressor on this weapon is something that I hear a lot of people doing, and I've heard some of my friends say that. So if you want to chuck a suppressor on, I'm sure this weapon would work well with that as well. Also, I wouldn't really bother with a laser sight. If you do want to chuck a laser sight on it to improve that hipfire accuracy, because it definitely does not have the best hipfire accuracy, you can definitely do so, but I don't find it overly needed, simply because it gives away your position a little bit. But anyway guys, I think that's enough of me rambling on today. Make sure to leave a like and a comment. If you're new to my channel, make sure to subscribe to me. I'm getting pretty close to 1k subs, which is really awesome. I want to say thank you guys for that. And also share this around on Twitter, and make sure to follow me on Twitter also. So yeah guys, it has been Slothy, and I'll see you all in my next upload.